What's good, superstars? Back with another video. You got Superstar Joe. You got Superstar Bones B in the building. How's it going, Bones?
Pretty good, you?
Oh, Rob told me you were weak, man. What? He's just setting me up for failure here. He just knocked me
Rob
out.
hits harder, unfortunately, because Rob spinned me around that I got your names confused in the last video. I said Joe, Rob, right? But because the joke was supposed to be Joe was wrong about you. Your fists don't feel like balloons. But I said Rob was wrong. But now, yeah, but
you know what? Is that how you treat a guest, Rob? You got to really learn from that, guys. If you are here, please leave in the comments, #blame Rob. Again, not here. I know I was off for 2 weeks, but I mean, still no excuse for him to be missing today. Thank you very much, Bones B, for joining us on the channel again. I mean, I was very jealous when you came on last time, so I needed to reach out and make sure that I got my time with Bones B. If you guys are new here, don't forget, become a superstar, smash the subscribe button down below, hit the bell notification so you know whenever we post a video. Videos come every single day, times a little bit different every single day, but different projects. And today we're going to kind of talk about all of them. So a fun one for you guys. And we got a community member in the house. So really excited for this one. You can also become a superstar VIP, $2.99 a month. Hit the join button underneath the video. You're going to get a star next to your name. He's got a star. He's got a star next to his name. And we're bringing some more utility to those stars. Those different colors are going to start to mean something starting August 1st. We'll talk about that hashtag soon. Follow us, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Discord in the description. Bones is in the Discord. I'm in the Discord. We got CEOs of Quid, of Cryptoys. They're all in our Discord in their different chats over there. So definitely go check it out and talk about your projects there. You're going to get answers from different community members, different thought process. It just helps build your wealth of knowledge and helps you do your R&D when you're looking into these different types of projects. And it's fun times. Like, we met so many people. Like, look at Bones. He's been on the channel twice in like a couple of weeks here because he's just a good friend of ours now that we met through all of this. So really happy to have him on, like I said. But go join the Discord. And if you want to send us anything, become a Superstar Hall of Famer. We have a P.O. box as well in the description. I have to actually go check that. I haven't been there in like a month. This is coming through soon. We're going to have our first draw on July 31st. Superstar Utility Program. Earn some stars. There's different ways to do that. And we're going to do a draw at the end of the month, and you can win some prizes. These are ways to enter. You can become a VIP member. Just hit the join button. If you mint a cryptoy with our link, or max mint cryptoys with our link, you're going to get a bunch more stars. If you buy one of these hats, it's in the description as well. And there's all these other ways to do it, but we're going to keep adding to them. Like I mentioned, there's some stuff coming in August. But for now, this is the way. And some prizes that are guaranteed: Superstar Money hat, Superstar Money t-shirt, 5 Cryptoys cubes donated by Cryptoys. I'm going to announce another one that we just secured is allow list for the Bane drop on McFarlane will be included in the prizes as well. And Meta Lemon has donated a couple comic books for the draw, and we have a Kid Arcade Stormtrooper NFT. So there's just, the prizes keep adding up. You guys have been supporting. We said we'd be adding more. I got a couple things over here as well I'm going to be adding in. So now's the time. If you're looking to get some stars, maybe it's the best time to do it. And there's a bunch of ways to do it, any of these ways. A lot of talking from me. Bone, how's your day been?
Pretty good. It's funny because when you go into the different spaces and the different Discords, you always ask for alpha, right? So I want to ask you for some alpha, because I think me and Laura M we go to the next star. We were the first ones. I know I tried to be the first one to subscribe, and I think Laura M beat me just by like maybe a minute. So I want to know, when we get to that, what is it, 2-year mark? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Is we going to get a little bit of alpha or something? That's
something we're holding close to our chest. And actually, the first ever was Sarah. Sarah was the first OG VIP.
Sarah.
I know you and Laura were right there. I'm not sure who out of you two was second, but Sarah was number one. She made sure to let us know when it happened too.
Okay.
I think it was like within minutes of us setting it up. And then you guys were all on the first day though. You, Laura, Sarah, Kobe collects. So yeah, it was a fun time when we launched. I mean, we had great support off the bat, and it stayed steady. Like, you guys have been crushing it. We love giving the stars away at the end of the month. I know a couple people have been waiting a while. I know you guys are all over the 1-year mark now. But I don't know. Hopefully the SUP starts to provide more utility, and I think you guys are gonna like where we're going with this. I've run out of breath.
Yeah, I'm super for the draw for the SUP. I think it was like what do you call it? The sup or the suit or the soup?
You can call it whatever you want. The soup.
I was thinking like sup. What's up? You know what I mean? That
exactly.
kind of thing.
I love the acronym. I think it's fun play on words, and I hopefully the community enjoys and has a good time with it. So let us pull up the Twitter or the X. I don't know what you call this now. I come back from vacation. Everything's different. I don't understand.
Yeah. Well, first of all, how was your vacation?
Hey, it was a long vacation. It was an expensive vacation.
Of course.
And I'm short on breath when I'm talking now. So I feel like I haven't had those exercises of speaking and doing our intro, because our intros are so long, right?
Yeah.
It's usually me doing the intro and then Rob does the outro. But no, I mean, I'm feeling it today. So hopefully everything is okay. But let's go through the Twitter quickly, because we got a great topic today, and I'm excited to talk about it and get your take. So
yeah.
First things first, this is a couple days ago. We did a pre-recorded video yesterday, so I'll have to show off a little bit earlier. Putting Cheeks, putting out the Redneck Inspirations. He's up to number 39. I don't know if you've been watching any of these, but these things are hilarious.
Yeah, I've been catching some, yeah.
Yeah, no, he's a good friend of ours, and we met him at Decon as well. And his sense of humor is unlike many other senses of humor. So you gotta understand that going into these, but they're actually fantastic. He goes like outside in the dark. He'll go in like a silo, like he does a random location. So definitely worth the follow on Twitter, and go give our boy Putting Cheeks some love. Richard, this is another guy who's in many projects. He did this crazy showroom. This is actually Holy for Jolie. I don't know if you're familiar on Discord.
Yeah, I am.
He did this crazy showroom on McFarlane, where he did kind of like he put different parts in the room, and then when you look at it from an angle, it looks like an object. And then
I saw this. Yeah, this is amazing. And they actually retweeted this. And one thing that's good about the showrooms, I just discovered this, is that I always said, because I have a basic computer, I don't have a graphics card, and I was like, man, every time I go in the showroom, I'm surprised I can even get in there. But when I go into the showroom, it's so laggy. But I think I was on one of Dino's spaces, and he said that there's actually already a toggle on the settings when you go into the editor that you can change it to medium and low. So I changed the graphics to low, and it works perfect.
And now you're flying.
It works perfect. So yeah, so like the animations are smooth and everything. So it's actually, now you can enjoy it even if you have not a graphics card or a gaming computer. It's great.
It's almost like when you're on YouTube and then like your internet's just not doing well, and you're like, okay, let's go down to like 240 or whatever. Yeah. You lower that down there. So but yeah, so you can see the Bane here that he drew up, and then that's what it looks like from the side, like when you move around.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's actually crazy, like how he's able to place them perfectly like that. So these are some fun things that people are doing. They got the Vaultaholics over there now on McFarlane. Happy to see that. Speaking of which, RM exclusive with a great collection over here. Did you end up getting a signed Todd?
I ended up getting 3 classics.
Oh, yeah.
But I was still happy to get it. But I know I wanted that signed Todd because every single signed Todd, I guess he digitally did it, the signature. It's amazing.
Yeah, they're all unique. You can't layer them, and they all. Like, I saw that. I think Kay posted it or somebody.
That's cool.
Yeah, here you go, right there. Yes, he did. Each signature is unique, so that's Trevor. So this is going back to the Ralph drop. Sal Sakesh, longtime VIP member, got the Juju, landed the Secret Rare. Did you land this drop?
I did. I got the Felix.
Okay.
That Felix, the animation is killer. It's so cool. Yeah. It's so cool. Obviously, it's like 17 gems, but to be honest, I wanted to get the pencil. I wanted to get the very first pencil. Is it sold out yet?
I'm not sure if that drop sold out, because it was weird too. Like, to me, I went for that drop and I didn't get waitlist, and I saw there was like 600 of them left. So really? Some people probably hit the button and just didn't buy it. But I think it probably sold out by now. Let's check quickly.
Yeah, because the thing is that so you could only have one pencil per account, right? So you could mint multiple ones. So that's the thing is, think about this, is that if it's not sold out yet and people mint multiple, say you mint 10, you just reduced the total mint. You just decreased the total mint of this pencil. So it's possible that if this one is not sold out, the same person can mint and decrease this mint, and this could possibly be the most scarce pencil. We don't know what the other mint sizes are going to be, but who knows? This first pencil could be the most scarce pencil. Like, I could just go mint the rest of 1,000, whatever's left, and I just decrease that whole pencil by 1,000 because I can only have one. Look, so
it's true, and people would say, if you look at the list of upcoming IP here, I know a lot of people like Wreck-It Ralph, but you have to think that he might be the least popular IP of the remaining 4 to come, right? So, I mean, if they do come out with all similar drop sizes, this might be the governing pencil edition size, and it is not sold out. You can still buy it.
Ooh, and he is the least. Obviously, you got Aladdin, you got Frozen, you got Lion King. Wreck-It Ralph, that movie's awesome. I love Wreck-It Ralph, but obviously those other movies, they're classics.
Yeah,
so
that's what I mean. I feel like they hit more people in the feels, right?
Yeah.
Juicy, again, getting a lot of
Ooh.
This drop here. I saw like the most superstars hitting secret rares, and even I ended up hitting the secret rare on the rebound. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know
congrats.
what's happening. So many people are hitting secret rares.
But it's not even just secret rare. Look at that, like those low 2 digits.
94.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Bob Sales hit the secret rare.
Nice. Wow.
Amazing. This was pretty cool too. So this is a comic we got on veve ASM #1. Record sale for a 9.6, 520,000. I love when comics and cryptos does this. It just gives you like an idea. It brings you back to like, it gives you that connection to the physical world, so you can remember like what actually these things go for in real life, and then understand like why they're so important.
Yeah, it's crazy how like I became a physical collector in regards to comics because of veve and because of my collectibles. And like I didn't collect comics. I always wanted to, but it like sparked a passion into me to do it, right? So it's awesome.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely. All different types of community members are bringing something to the space, and we learn so much. That's why we follow everybody, support everybody, because it's just you grow your knowledge that way. Yeah, again, Mitchell Locklear, secret rare. I mean, I felt like everybody who posted was getting secret rares on that day. This was me, number 703.
Nice.
And I still haven't got the pencil. I don't think they've delivered them yet, right?
Nope.
Hashtag soon, I guess. I'm wondering when that happens. Are they going to all come at the end? What do you think?
What did I see? Was it Alex? They posted, somebody asked about the pencil, and he was like, it's going to take a long time to sharpen, or he said something like some joke, which made it seem like it's going to be longer than we think.
Yeah. I think it was actually the veve official that tweeted that, maybe.
Oh, okay.
This was something cool. Looks like Metaverse Life has some kind of a partnership with veve right now. Collectors at Heart, the series. So like almost like a production coming. We know that he went on his road trip, and it looks like there's lots of video from there. We got veve Arcade there, a bunch of people that they met on the trip. So really curious to see what this is about, and if there is any alpha that's dropped through it. So whenever Metaverse Life puts something out, it's a whole production, and it's always amazing. So excited to see that.
They do such a great job, and it's good to showcase for all the veve collectibles and what you can do with them, because man, it's almost like they're like, some of these are hidden gems. Like look at the Iron Man. That Iron Man, it's like keeps on going down. I'm shocked that I'm not shocked because of the market conditions, but like that one is just amazing. And I landed that one. And I actually landed a good one. I landed like a 200-ish mint.
Ooh, nice.
And I'm just holding it. I love it.
I ended up going in hard on that one. I don't know. A lot of people probably seen it on when you sort by edition side.
I saw it. And it's funny because I don't want to call you out on it and be like, oh, there's Joe's, but I saw that.
I ended up buying number 44, a secondary. A lot of people thought I landed it. I'm like, yeah, right. I wish.
Yeah. And like, I remember because Rob made the video and he was like, wow, I couldn't believe it. He's like, I didn't think he was going to go. He's ape into it. You aped into it.
I aped into it. Exactly. I don't know. I just feel like it's one of the best looking visual collectibles. If you're going to have any type of utility for the veve-verse, I mean, like, why not have one of the best and have one of the lowest mints of the best? If it flips, it flips. If it doesn't, I'm happy with it because of what it does. It's really, really cool. So
I think I'm going to add a little point, and I can't, not financial advice or anything, but I think because when the veve-verse does come and we do use all these collectibles in the veve-verse, that one is going to be one. It has to. That one has to go up and be special. Like there's, it's just so cool. That's like I feel like it's the first of many of those cool animation collectibles. And again, the Golden Moment one, I feel like they're two separate entities, to be honest.
Yeah, I like your take on that they're like trophies. You put them on the shelf, but these ones here are the ones like if you want to set up your team of Avengers against like the villains, you're going to use this Iron Man. You're not going to use the Golden Moment. So yeah. And I like the multiple animation. Like you tap it and then you tap it again and you tap it again. I really like that. They did it with Astro Boy as well. So I'm really, really I'm digging that.
And you never know in the future when we do have, let's be realistic here. They might have little games. They said they're going to have a racing action. So there will be games in the veve-verse, probably. When you do the little blaster, there might be, like those little carnival games, there's little targets. They might have that with this collectible. You never know what they're going to do. There's so much, again, it's just the beginning. Right. So
that's the thing with the digital space, right? It's anything can happen. And that's why speculation runs rampant in this space because there's so many things that people want or think that could happen that can't happen with physical toys. And part of the reason why we're so into this space.
Yeah, and you got to think, if you just found out about veve now, you are still early.
Well, yeah,
you are still very early.
Exactly. So. We're gonna get to that when we talk about this this topic of the video. But this is the trailer for the Bane collectible. You don't see much of him. You can just tell that he's like the older school Bane with the older mask. It's not the one from the newer Batman movies with just the muzzle. He's got the entire mask going, but you can tell that the quality is going to be one of those similar to what we've seen with the Superman, the Batmobile, the new Todd here. So. Really excited for McFarlane. They've been putting out really, really high quality, and I like that they bring something different.
Yeah, and they even said, and I know that a lot of the community, they're like, kind of like the new people are disgruntled because they're like, these collectibles are not for new people. How are you going to bring in new users with these collectibles? But they said in the Discord that these collectibles, these string collectibles, are for the old users, the users that stuck with us. They are for them in regards to the allow list. There's going to be public. But after this, they are going to open it up to everyone, and there'll be collectibles that everyone can have an allow list. They'll probably get different type of allow list, like things you could do with them. But they said that these ones were for the early adopters, the people that stuck with us. So if you just, hold on, I'm sure they're going to come out with amazing collectibles that it's going to give everyone a chance, right? So these are just the first few. This one here, do you think that it's going to be the allow list again with the XP? Probably, right? Because this wasn't in the actual video. This wasn't in the trailer, one of the collectibles, right?
I've heard a bunch of things regarding the allow listing. And one thing that really stuck with me is that they're doing the allow list to prevent the botting, because at least it's almost like MCP when veve gets that going. They want you to have a little bit of skin in the game so that someone can't make hundreds of accounts and go for this drop and take it away from real users. And I like that. And I feel like the entry point of 5,000 XP wasn't even that crazy. Like, you can go in and buy anything for like 20, 30 bucks. And by the time you get these multipliers and whatever, it's like 10 days of holding and you got the 5K XP. So
no, because to be honest, I started it right when it came. I downloaded the viewer app. I had the clown. I sold the clown a few days later. I never even went in the app after again. Then when they said about the XP, I went on and I had just over 5,000 just from having that clown and selling it and holding it for the amount of time I held it. That was enough from all that time. I don't know the actual time frame, but that was enough to just get me over. I was very lucky actually to get over the 5,000. So it's not that hard to get that little bit so you can go to the bottom of the allow list.
I had an idea for them, and I don't know if they're ever going to watch this, but if they, because they do have that physical toy connection, maybe you just like put something in there that gives you the minimum amount of XP. So you have a code, and if you buy anything from the physical store, because then you don't feel empty. You have something that you bought, a collectible, and it comes with a card. Card has a code on it. You put the code in, you get the minimum XP required for any allow list. And maybe they make it into 1,000 XP. Who knows? As long as it's more than 0, because then the bots can't go wild. And if the bots want to go and buy physical toys, I'm sure that they'll be happy with that too, right? So I feel like that might be a good way to do it.
I love the whole digital thing that they're doing that, and it makes sense that they would be the first one to do that because they already have the physical toys. I hope that it comes to Canada, where in our GameStops and Walmarts we actually have them too. I'm not sure what's going to happen.
Well, we can order. I ordered on the first round physicals, and they shipped here.
So I actually mean the physicals that have the codes, so you can actually redeem, right? Because those are coming.
Yeah, I think if you can buy their toys, it should come here.
You would think
right?
so. You would think so. So, and to be honest, so they're the first ones to do it. I thought Funko was gonna be the first one to do it. To be honest,
I'm surprised the route that Funko is gone, especially with like the development in the space. I'm surprised they haven't shared their IP other than wax, but on those cards, like I'm surprised they haven't done like actual statues yet. But
yeah,
I mean, hopefully soon they start drinking the Kool-Aid.
I love it. Yeah, I'm a huge collector. Funkos were something that I collected for many years before veve. So I'm all about it for sure.
Yeah, they're definitely addicting. Another NFT Lanthropy, $12.12 was the starting. I'm sure it's higher than that now. It's been a couple of days since this was out, but if you guys like, you can donate there. You can try and buy the Spider-Man. They'll match your donation, and I think you could usually pick the nonprofit of donation. veve added something into their app now. Alex posted it out. You can see that now it takes you directly to the blog for whatever you're looking at. So I thought that was really cool.
It's amazing. So this is active now. Did you, or no, it's just a test?
It says testing. I haven't actually checked. On the Wrecker Ralph one, I don't see it. I'm gonna have that open right now. So maybe it's just a test. They're trying to get it going.
And this is how it should be for all projects, right? Like the information's all right there in one spot. You don't want to have to be looking around in Discord or Twitter and going all these other social media platforms. Just look for information. So this is fantastic. Yeah.
I like them sharing it this way too and showing you what they're working on. I mean, this is something that we've seen Will do with the Cryptoys project. And I think that something that a lot of projects can benefit from by being a little bit more transparent. This is cool too. I mean, we see Dr. Profit getting access to the Veveverse. I mean, if someone's going to get access and test the limits of the Veveverse, it'd probably be best to have him included there with the biggest collection on the app.
Yeah, and right after we saw that video with Dan talking about it, everyone was like, "Oh, when's it going to happen?" No, it won't be for a little bit. Then we see this, and yeah, I would say the biggest vaultaholics. It makes sense for them to get this access because they're already in it and they're going to be using it and like utilizing it the most. Like I go into the vault, I do things, but not as active as a lot of these community members. But I can't wait for it.
I hope that they allow them to share their experience, like. Oh, you can post some clips of it and just keep people hyped up about it and people wanting it. Like when the MCP came out or like the point tallying and we got access to that, we were able to share screenshots of the MCP thing and it made people really excited. So I'm hoping similar things happen here and they're not like saying, listen, you can't share anything because it's still a work in progress.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. They're not saying that. Please don't share any screenshots for the time being, just so that we can. Yeah, I hope not, but you never know.
I feel like it's one of those things that needs it. This was ridiculous too. I heard about this actually before they posted it, but speaking of Funko, they sold one of those Charlie and Chocolate Factory golden ticket. There's only 10 of them in existence. It sold for $210,000.
Crazy.
At San Diego Comic-Con, I believe. So pretty crazy.
Funkos are like something that a lot of people don't even know about. And it's funny because in GameStop, they had a massive space for it. And then they reduced the sizes of I guess it was just too much inventory. But you can find Funkos in every store, any IP except for Nintendo. That's how protective Nintendo is that any IP, any movie, anything Funko has except for Nintendo. Yeah, Funkos are great. I love Funkos.
Pokemon's in there now, right? So Pokemon, I feel like, is the gateway for Nintendo, right? Like they're pretty tight together. So we'll see. But right, no Mario Funkos yet.
Yeah.
Real Uncommon Podcast. They have an interview that Hinano, you're teasing me too much. All right, he puts out these teasers a couple days before. I'm like, oh, the new Uncommon Podcast is out. I click it. It's like 2 minutes long. Like. He got me. It's black and white. It's not like he always gets me going. I know that he does a great job. He spends his time editing and stuff. So real excited. He ended up getting Will from Cryptoys CEO on. And the way that they do their interviews, a lot more laid back, chill. You learn about the person behind the businessman. So real excited to learn a little bit more about Will himself. And I'm sure these guys did a great job. But I hate waiting.
I know. And I love the Real Uncommon Podcast because you learn new information about the person, about the project. And Dee and Hanan do an amazing job, honestly. And they say they're not content creators. They are content creators, and they're amazing for the community because just the interviews are just fantastic. And yeah, you learn new information. It's good. You know, it's almost like a chill, easygoing, one-on-one conversation. It's fantastic. And I definitely enjoy it.
Yeah, I get the island vibes every time I watch them. So
yeah,
great friends of the channel. Flow Blockchain says, "Thank you, Mattel, for showing us around. And it was awesome to see so much from Barbie, Hot Wheels, and more, including some top secret stuff. And the next time we need to bring Rareable Cryptoys and Boss Bees. What is happening? We know that Mattel are major investors in Cryptoys. Flow was at the Mattel place. So talking about Barbie. Are we getting Barbie? What's happening?
So the next drop is going to be something they already have. It's not, you know what I mean? It's going to be either something Mattel or something Disney. I think it's going to be a Mattel thing. It's going to be Hot Wheels, Barbie. It's going to be something, right? Because that was the thing, is it Star Wars next? We all thought it was Star Wars next, but he said it's not. He confirmed it's not. It's going to be something they already have. So could it be Hot Wheels next? Could it be Barbie next?
I got a question for you. We know they have Disney. We know that Disney had a big buy of Marvel. Could it be Marvel?
Yes. And that was one of the things I said, the Marvel superheroes. And yeah, I know. They're so, just with Disney and Mattel alone, they don't need to add anything else. They have so much IP they can go on with, but then they sign that new deal, right? Who is it? Possibly DC, possibly Nintendo. Those are the two that I'm excited for. Nintendo, I would want before Pokemon. I always said this, especially with Cryptoys. Nintendo, again, you could do Mario for a million waves, just the Mario character. So
Will is
The next,
teasing that like crazy, man. His tagline is has Nintendo in it. If Mattel and Nintendo had a baby,
always.
you could have used anyone else. You could have said PlayStation. You could have said, you know what I mean? He said Nintendo. He keeps saying Nintendo. I feel like they got it, but I don't know. We don't know. Just even though we're ambassadors, we have no clue what the heck is happening in the background with the IP and all that. But I mean, this is bullish for me that I see Barbie and I see Hot Wheels and I see the cryptoys mentioned with Flow. It's just I'm so excited to see what's coming.
Yeah, because we know it's coming. We know they said that. Will said in earlier interviews that Mattel, they have a good relationship, obviously investors, and they have access to a lot of the. He had a list. Will had a list. I can guarantee you, Hot Wheels and Barbie was on that list. Why wouldn't it be on that list? They're coming eventually.
And the best part is that he says that they're rejecting IPs, like big time IPs. They've rejected because they have the bigger IPs, which makes your head spin. Like what?
I'm so happy I found cryptoys. It's too much fun. And again, like I said, I always say it's just the beginning and we're just unboxing.
Yeah.
And like I said this in the Discord too, this is going to be an unpopular comment, but I would rather have 10 games before the market comes. Sorry, not sorry.
I mean the whole point of holding is to have some utility. Otherwise it becomes a flipper's paradise, right? We have that channel in the Discord if you guys want to do that. But I feel like the utility, that's what gives the value. So I'm excited.
Yep.
We did a Masters of the Universe Cryptoys video. Actually, I think Rob was on that one. This is one of our pre-recorded videos. If you want to check that out. Again, Flow was they showed that they were at Mattel. This is about the Veveverse closed beta, and today's drop on Veve. There was a little bit of issues with it being delivered. This is the Astro Boy, so they have provided updates. They've been transparent with what they're going to do here. They will be airdropping to all those who did not receive because people lost their gems but didn't get the collectible, so they're still going to get it. I mean, the one thing here is that who knows what the prices are going to be by that time, and people might be upset. Hopefully, nothing goes below the listed cost, and then people can decide what to do there. But were you affected by this?
No, I know that VV Arcade he was posting about it. But yeah, I remember I was affected by I got the sub 41 on that one.
What did they do?
It's funny that I was involved in that one, right?
What did they do for you?
Coincidence. They just gave me a lower mint of something of the same. What was it? It was what was the one, Adams? It was that Marvel Mighty.
Oh yeah.
From Guardians of the Galaxy. They just gave me like a 200 something mint, and that's it.
Oh, 200.
Yeah,
it wasn't even like a 40 something.
No, wow. It was a 200 something mint. So
yeah, that needs work. Those types of fixes need some work.
For sure. Yeah.
I wish they would have let you keep it. It was like a 23 or 24, right?
Well, that's the thing, right? Is that like it is a lower mint, but it's like it's just basic customer service. You want to make your customers happy. So you would think that they would, like I got a sub 41 mint. That's a huge difference from like a 200 mint, right?
Oh yeah.
And I know people are saying that it was a glitch and it was just like it showed it, but you didn't get it. But it says it was assigned to me. Yeah. It says it was assigned to me. So technically I should have got it. So it's one of those things is like
it's not the first time either though. That's the part that gets me. It's not the first time.
And like if it was my company, I would just maybe want to do something. I'm going to do something extra. Like maybe, hey, here's a little something extra because I had for 24 hours, I didn't have anything, right? So my gems were gone for 24 hours and I didn't have the collectible. So if I wanted to flip it in the market, my advantage was gone, right? Yeah. Any number that I had. So it was an inconvenience for sure. So you would just think now
with Astro Boy, right?
And then there's this too as well, right? So you would just think something extra, like just to make customers happy. But yeah, I don't know. And it seems to keep on happening. So hopefully they can iron out because it's been a lot of drops so far, right? So they've had a lot of time to iron it out, but it seems like there's still issues. So hopefully
I hope that they do start to get like a customer service department kind of figured out there, because I know that's been a big complaint with the community. At least a lot of people. I mean, there's the most people on Veve right now, so you're gonna hear the most complaining. But I mean, there's certain things that I feel like there could be a better job done. This is something cool. And this is the long news, but anyways, I'm having a good time hearing what you have to say.
The thing about me though is that I always said, I know it's another unpopular comment. I love the news. Let's do the whole video of the news.
Maybe just call it the news video. No, but yeah, I mean, the video, the way summing it up here is kind of leading into the culmination anyways. But Kay puts this out. I don't know what he knows and how involved he is at McFarlane, but he says that there's a lot more than just animation and sound to this. This is the Bane drop coming on August 3rd. This will have a feature I suggested a long time ago for something else. Glad to see McFarlane has implemented this cool feature to be announced. What do you think that is? I have no idea.
I'm going for all the McFarlane drops. I think it's amazing. I like the quality of the collectibles. I love Batman. I'm a back holder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I love Batman, and I got into the project because not even for the flip, just that be involved in the project. So I love Batman. Wow, I didn't even see this. This is the first time I'm even seeing this.
There you go.
Wow. Okay. So I'm happy I have the XP for this.
I wonder what's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to be like interactive, like you put it in the room with Batman, something happens. Does he break his back? Who knows?
Yeah, because we haven't had a collectible that like you can click and it does something. So it's maybe something like that.
Could be. Yeah.
Right. So it could be something that, or
it sounds like it's something we haven't seen before though, because he says he suggested it a long time ago for something else, and it's never come to fruition. So I don't know. I don't know what it could be.
Do you think that maybe the allow list would be like if you have a certain amount of, if you have like 2 Batmans, you can have like 2 allow lists? I don't know, like any Batman, like think that could be possible?
That'd be a cool idea. I mean, it's a similar IP, right? So I don't know. And this is more about the Astro Boy drop, and there's our link if you want to buy some cryptoys and support the channel and get some stars for the draw in 2 days. All right, we got through it.
Yes,
a couple days worth of news, but basically the topic of the video, we want to discuss how, and you just saw how long our news is now, because we're talking about so many different projects and so many different things happening in the space. And there's still times when you'll go online and you'll see people complaining about their project. Oh, this is not here yet. This is not happening. When it was a one trick pony, when it was just veve around and you're getting promises on timelines and things were delayed and this and that, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, right? Now you have options. You have options. We've just went through a bunch of them. McFarlane just has been coming out the gates with great quality. If you want great quality, if you want self-custody, if you want to have these unique type of allow list drops, that's an option for you now. If you want to have gamification, you want to run around on the block, you want to have a little bit cuter type of collectibles, you want to have a project with big time potential, with a great team, with a great CEO who is going on spaces with 5 people in it to talk to everybody, to answer questions, Cryptoys is the project for you. And you still have veve, who has all this IP. They have experience. They've been in the game for 2 years. They have a OMI token attached to it that eventually will get some utility. Like, a lot of this stuff is not finalized. It's still a work in progress. I mean, everything I think is a work in progress when it comes to this space. You got HRO who's doing the phygital with the cards and the points and airdrops. There's so many options now. You are so spoiled, and to be complaining and investing all of your money before things are done, and then complaining that it is not where you want it to be at this point, especially when there's no timelines being given, like or timelines haven't even come that have been given. I think that's a little bit early. But when timelines are given and then obviously surpassed, maybe people can start to get a little bit frustrated because they expected one thing and got something else. But I think now it's a little bit different than it was a couple months ago. Like, you'll even see it from our content. Like, we've not been as critical of projects because we have other projects to look at now and analyze and learn about, and we're not putting all our eggs in one basket. We're starting to diversify because there's different things that come from each one of these projects. And I think that it's important for us to realize that and see what people are bringing, or companies are bringing to the space. And I think that they're all starting to bring their own things. And I think that they're starting to learn from one another. Like, even veve with the explanation, the teaser of the little blog post, that little thing. I think they recognize, oh, look, they're doing these little teasers over there. Really cool idea. It's working. We can do that little teaser. So what do you think, Bones? What are you thinking about, like, how there's sometimes unnecessary FUD on Twitter, on Discord, all this stuff, when people have other options now?
It has to do with a lot of things, right? Right, people are fighting something, but there's justifications for it, for some projects, because some projects, they do say, yeah, this is going to happen now, and then it doesn't happen. Understandable, right? But then there's projects that say, oh, maybe it's soon, and then it's understandable as well. But like, when you see projects that are moving at a good pace, right? Like I think cryptoys is moving at a great pace, keeping you excited. And you know that there's a drop around the corner. It's coming. There's so many, I feel like veve was, for me anyways, and a lot of the fam, veve was like the gateway to like open up to these other projects. I was into veve first, and then just through YouTube and just through Twitter, I didn't even know what a Discord was before veve. What is a Discord? People talk about Discord, and I got into Discord, and it's confusing at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's like Discord and Twitter is your best friend in these projects. You can learn a lot. There's a lot of advantages to it, and again, like almanacs, it's insane. Like you're an art collector now, and they just did an airdrop. Did you see the airdrop for the Gates of Hell?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So if were a thinker holder, it was promised that the Gates of Hell would be airdropped to you, and it was airdropped today. And it's not the 3D version, but the 3D version will come soon. So yeah, you're like an art collector now, and like you're getting these pieces that you would never in a million years have, because only the richest people in the world could have them. And now it's a officially licensed like digital collectible in the net. So there's so many options, but I could understand. I understand why people are upset about certain projects, how things aren't moving the right way. But it's like, yeah, you can't have all your eggs in one basket. That's the thing, is that, and it's hard not to though, because you get excited, right? When I was into veve, when I got into veve, it was like February of last year, and things were still pretty high. And for those few months, I was so excited. I was buying everything. You know what I mean? At those high prices. It's almost like it like taught me how to like actually act in this ecosystem, in this market, that like, yeah, don't put all your eggs in one basket, because you never know what's going to happen. I have high hopes for veve, and we all do, and that's why we're still here. I think the team just needs more time. It's been a lot, but they have a lot of things that they're working with, and they have a lot of IPs that they're dealing with, and they have big ambitions, right? So I have confidence in veve. And like a lot of pretty much all the projects I invested in, except for a couple like the OpenSea project that I found, right? Because I dabble in a lot of different things on OpenSea as well, like so like different random ones. So yeah, some of those are just like $2 now, and I spend, right? But there's the certain key ones that we're invested in that we know, like the HRO, Almanacs, cryptoys, veve. Like it's just super exciting. But I understand why people are upset about how things aren't going as fast as they would like. Yeah.
I mean, it's something that I think veve kind of is welcoming the competition, not only because they can learn from it, but I think also it kind of acts as a distraction to all eyes on them, analyzing every single thing that they do. Superstar Money putting out a video anytime anything goes wrong. Like, we have other options to look at and learn about and share with you guys. That's what the whole point of this channel was, to grow the space and improve on things. And what we're doing now is sharing with you the things we like from each of these different projects that we're covering. And I think that it's been good for the space overall, because I've noticed, like, and it is because we are covering different things and our audience is watching. I'm seeing even on Twitter and everywhere that a lot of people are adapting and joining these other projects to learn from them as well. I know there was a little bit of it with HRO and with Palm initially, but I feel like veve had like the lion's share. Now I feel like it's a lot more balanced. I think veve still is the largest community, obviously, but I think that they've got a little bit less flack, a little bit less yelling, because there's people who are now able to, like you said, put their eggs in a couple of baskets. And I think people got to curb their expectations now, especially when you've been through the ringer. Like, I never got my airdrop. We're going to bring it up. The James Bond airdrop, it never came.
Yeah.
Do I expect delivery on any airdrops in the future from veve? They've kind of shown that they're able to do that now. I haven't seen anybody really complaining about not getting an airdrop. We'll see what happens with this Astro Boy, if they get airdropped to all the right people. But because that happened to me, I'm on the fence with their dev team and all that stuff happening until I see. I'm kind of like now you got to show me that you're able to deliver. But that's what I learned. That's like the tuition fee for me, that I learned that about that project. Now I'm onto cryptoys. I know that they are promising a bunch of stuff by the end of the year. They've come out and said by the end of the year we should have this, and that. Now you're going to be judged based off of those comments that you've made, because it's just something that this community does, and I'm sure that they're very aware, because they've been around the space for a while. It's just that now they have the bigger IPs and a lot more attention. And I think McFarlane now, same type of thing. They're coming out last drop. Not everybody had a smooth experience. Could be their own fault because it's not the most simplest way to buy something compared to these other projects. But if you did something wrong then, and then you do it wrong again the next time, you can't get mad at the project. It's like, maybe this project's not for you. Maybe you need something a little simpler. It's that type of thing where now but the best part is you're so spoiled because you have all these options. You have all these other places to run to. You have our Discord. You have all their Discords. So many places to learn. So like,
just take a chill pill. There's a lot of tools, and that's what's great is that we have so many options. Like you said, look at back hauls. I love back hauls. I bought my back haul day one, and you cannot say, honestly, like with back hauls, the amount of things that we've gotten with back hauls and that floor has never been below, maybe for a split a little bit, it was below retail, but even in this bear market, those back hauls have shined, and we've gotten so much stuff. And now look at this. You're spread out through all the different projects, right? We just got utility for back hauls with McFarlane, right? So that's amazing. Yeah, and it's just a learning curve, especially with all the wallets. And I have to shout out my collectables, because my collectables was the one who taught me about wallets and about crypto through his Drophead program. When I was in veve, I found my collectables through veve, and then we did the whole Drophead program. And you had to buy Matic on Polygon, and not only that, you had to wrap it right to Polygon ETH in order to buy the Drophead. So that whole procedure was like the start of my whole journey, and that was last year. So come to now, McFarlane, I know exactly what to do, and it was thanks to my collectibles, because he taught the community, a lot of community members, how to use Matic, how to even wrap it to ETH. Like, it's confusing because it's ETH. It's like wrapped Polygon that has the ETH price. What does that mean? So it's really confusing, but once you get your head around it, it gets easier. So hopefully the community can learn from, because you have to use wallets. You have to, it's a whole, and that's one thing that's crazy about McFarlane, is that we're going to be able to use these assets in all the different metaverses. And it's in our wallets. I can put it in my ledger, store in my ledger, and it's safe in there. So that's one of the things that hopefully, as each drop comes on, more and more community members will learn, and it'll have an easier time getting these drops. But again, there's so much. There's so many things that we can invest in. I'm a huge collector, and I definitely collect more than I sell. That's for sure.
There you go. So, I mean, Drophead utility, we know that he brings the utility program over there for sure with all the giveaways he does, but also, look, you're learning over there. I mean, we love MC, and we're happy that you were able to learn through him. And I'm sure that there's other people who've done the same way. And I mean, we learned how to buy OMI through Foster, as people just keep teaching. And if you're paying attention and just keeping your head straight, I mean, there's so much to do in this space. Just buckle up, be ready for it to come. And it might not come all from the same project that you want it to come from. It might come from somewhere else first, and then your project might learn from them. It's just, there's so much things right now. We are so early, and people, like, you go down the street, none of your neighbors know about crypto, like about NFTs. No. It's something that's how you know you're early.
It's crazy. And like, that's the thing, is that we are early. So if you're learning how to use wallets through McFarlane, congratulations, because now you're going to be set for all these other drops and all these other products you want to be involved in. You're going to be ready there. You're going to be good to go. You're going to be the first ones to mint. So McFarlane is teaching us how to use wallets as well. So it's great. Guys. And it's just a learning curve, right? And my collectibles taught me how to buy OMI as well. So there you go.
Perfect. So guys, if you haven't already, definitely go follow my friend on Twitter here, Bonesville on Twitter.
Yeah, bonesbonneville.eth. But yeah, it's Bones Bonneville on Twitter. Yeah,
Bones Bonneville on Twitter. So go follow him, and thank you so much for filling in for Rob. Also, guys, if you haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification so you know whenever we post 43-minute videos. And also become a VIP member. Get the stars for the raffle coming up on July 31st. And guys, thank you so much for watching. We will see you in the next one. I love you. Bye.
Bye.